Hi there, gaming nerds. I'm Pippa, and welcome to a Wednesday episode of The Verge. Now, as usual, you can text us on 34583 or make your way over to the trade post and simply add the Vuzu bot if you want to use Mixit. Now, our topic of discussion tonight is very serious. Do you feel games should have an 18 age rating, and why? And we also have a giveaway that you have until Friday to enter on our Facebook page. I'll post up all details tomorrow morning. It's for a copy of Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2, so head over to Facebook and answer our discussion topic there as well to stand in line to win. Right, now first up in our news today, and this relates directly to our discussion topic tonight, the United States Supreme Court convened yesterday to hear the case and possibly overturn the law which bans the sale of violent video games to minors. Now there's a lot at stake in this case, not just whether or not mature titles should be legally withheld from Californian teenagers. It's basically the most important and influential decision the video game industry has ever faced, according to one source, as it could mean that current First Amendment protections, in other words, the right to freedom of speech, given to video games and other entertainment media could be abolished. Now, ultimately, as to whether or not games will be protected like artistic content such as movies, music, books, all that kind of stuff, if the Supreme Court rule in favor of Governor Schwarzenegger's law, then the content, cost, and availability of video games, which of course are largely developed in the States, would be affected for the worse. So that's a very interesting debate going on at the moment, and if you want to get a better idea of what's going on, Kotaku.com has a great summary of the whole case if you want to read through all the legal jargon and stuff. Now, there are other shows that delve right in and show you exactly how things are made and put together. Right now, next up in the news, it is the Kinect, which will use a minimal percent of the Xbox's power. Now, the highly sophisticated webcam has been optimized, and now we've been told that its processing overhead for the Xbox 360 console will be no greater than a single-digit percentage. That's pretty great considering the last figure was a 10 to 15% penalty to the processing power. Next up in the news, Sony's iPad is now shipping for the PSP complete with the required camera. Now, if you are iPad inclined, you can buy it from places like Amazon, and it comes completely bundled with the camera, so you can take your virtual pet with you wherever you wish to go. This is not for PSP Go users, however, just for those of us with good old UMDs. Now, you might be a Ferrari fan, in which case you won't care about this next news story, but if you're a fan of that other supercar, then this might be for you. Asus appears to finally be releasing a 12.1-inch Lamborghini EPC VX6. It offers an Intel Atom D525 processor, NVIDIA Optimus graphics, and Bang & Olufsen audio for not such a big whack of money, around 5,000 Rand. And lots of news in our Twitter feed today, but the big one, of course, is the California Supreme Court hearing on video game violence that was heard yesterday, and all the controversies surrounding that. Kotaku's Stephen Totilo attended the Supreme Court hearing and found it absolutely fascinating. Apparently, the judges pushed hard against California. John Romero notes that his game Doom was mentioned in the Supreme Court arguments. He doesn't seem too perturbed about it, though, and he's off to go play Ghost Recon. Cliffy B sent a shout out to all the gamers who made an appearance at the Supreme Court in support of the gaming industry against the California law. John Carmack, co-creator of Doom, hasn't even mentioned the Supreme Court hearing, being more concerned with the fact that he feels there should be a beta test distribution support integrated into the App Store. Games writer Tammy Barabo's boyfriend has been playing Fable 3 for hours, and she's thinking of playing it when he's done with it, as she thinks it looks like a great game. And lastly, Patrick Klepek has discovered that the Kinect dislikes the afternoon lighting in his apartment. I wonder what trouble he's having with movement recognition. Now, we started our website of the day feature on Monday and decided to continue with it today. So today's website of the day is especially for those of you who love animation, 3D graphics, and basically just pretty things. 3dtotal.com is a website for 3D artists as well as for wannabes who want to get feedback on their work, learn from others, or simply showcase what they've been working on, and so people can heap praise or criticism on them. Most of the time, though, the stuff is pretty darn good. So if you're wanting to get some inspiration to go into this field, head on over to www.3dtotal.com.